I am in my sister Annie's kitchen, and we are making apple cider. Say hi, Annie.
Hey, we're making apple cider vinegar, actually.
Apple cider vinegar, that's right. None of this hard stuff for us. So we've been working on it, and we've got a 5-gallon bucket, about half full already of apple juice, and it's already starting to foam and getting ready. We've got a whole bunch of apples that were given to us. I think they're big crab apples because they're pretty pungent. They're not very good to eat, but they'll make great apple cider. And then the pulp we'll take over to the freeze dryer, and we'll freeze dry it down for feed for our chickens through the winter. So we've got the juicer ready to go, and we've got the apples ready to go, and so let's put on some speed here. Oops, probably got to plug it in, huh?
Because we just cleaned it.
Yeah, here we go.
Here, let me get that.
I got it. It's tricky. Tricky here. You can't see it. All right. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the hum. And we'll put some apples in and juice away.
Really noisy.
Machinery. How did they ever do this without these grinders? Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. This thing is intense. We use a lot of vinegar up here on the ranch for all kinds of things. One thing, if you've got chickens, you can put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in your chicken's water, and it'll stop what we call crusty butt. You get kind of a diarrhea and end up dying from it. This will stop it. I also add a little bit of copper sulfate, a tiny little bit, like an eighth of a teaspoon, to their water every day. They have a 2-gallon water tank, and our 30 chickens will drink that down the entire day. So I put it in the evening, and in the morning they get out and have their first drink of it. Gives them a good dose of medicine. We haven't lost a chicken. We haven't even had a chicken get sick.
In months. Yeah, months.
So it's a great thing. Apple cider vinegar. Listen, if you like my content, hit the subscribe button and subscribe. We got a lot of things coming. And AKA Captain Wingnut. We're gonna finish the apple cider vinegar now, and so let me show you how this is going to happen. First of all, use food-safe, heavy-duty buckets. These are from our honey house where we put honey, and then we're gonna add about a half a cup of finished apple cider vinegar. And it is apple cider vinegar with mother. And so we're going to put about a half a cup in the bucket. And then we're going to put about a cup of regular sugar. It's better if you use natural sugar, but we don't have any, so we're putting white sugar in. There's 2 half cups right there. There's a cup. All right, now we've got enough for the bacteria to turn all of this apple juice into apple cider vinegar. You don't need to take the foam off the top. It's kind of a protective cover, and you just stir it up, and then we're going to cover it with some just a cloth, a breathable cloth. And we'll come back and stir it every day. It takes about 30 days. So at first you're going to smell the alcohol. It's going to get bubbly, and it's going to smell like hard cider, because it is hard cider. And then that will turn into vinegar, and about day 20, 25, somewhere in there, you're going to really smell it being vinegar. And by about day 30, it will be done. You can skim it, strain it into jugs, bottles, buckets, whatever you need.
Don't use metal.
Yeah, do not use any metal in this process because it's an acid. It will attack the metal and probably slow down your process. So keep it with glass, plastic, and wood.
Also, you can see that it's not all the way to the top. I may end up taking some of this out because it does get very, very foamy and it can get quite a head on it. So I might end up taking some of this out. We just had so many apples that I'm gonna have to go get another bucket.
Well, we've gotten cleaned up from that catastrophe. That is a messy job. Boy, you better be prepared. If you're going to make this stuff, you first make an apple juice, and then it goes to apple cider, hard cider, and then it turns to apple cider vinegar. If you're going to make it, it is messy. So we've gotten all cleaned up. The kitchen's all cleaned up. And, you know, there's something on my mind that I want to just share with you. Ladies, this is for you. If a man is nice to you and compliments you, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's flirting with you. Some mothers just raise their sons to be gentlemen. Ma'am? All right, let's go in the other room. We've got a couple of buckets going over here. They're about 3 weeks old. And I want to show you what that looks like. And you can get an idea how the progression is going. Let's go. So we got a couple of buckets of probably hard cider, maybe a little vinegary.
3 weeks-ish old.
And we cut them down to half buckets because when this stuff gets going, it is exciting. It'll bubble up. You can see how far it's bubbled up to here while it's going. It's kind of gone down a little bit. Stir that up. Let me get a. Oh boy. Woo, that is hard cider, baby. Don't put your face in that. You won't come back.
This is also before we got the juicer. So this is ground apples. And as I get stirring into the bottom, you can't feel it, but you can see the mother.
Wow, that is some powerful stuff.
It is potent.
My little doggy's here to see what we're doing. Penny, look at me. Oh my goodness. and Jojo's up here chirping. Hi Jojo. Hi Jojo.
What you doing? Oh yeah. I'm gonna dance. There you go.
There you go, Jojo.
So here's the other bucket, and this one you can see climbed even more than that one. Climbed way up here.
Yeah. Boy, if you could smell this, I tell you what.
There's a reason it's in this room.
Poor Jojo's gonna fall off his perch.
So the best thing, if you've got this in a 5-gallon bucket, use a 5-gallon paint stick stirrer. Just wash it real good, make sure it's clean. Use a new one, don't use an old one that
Why
you've
not?
used before.
Why not?
If you're making hard cider, I don't think it matters. But you're not going to do that to my vinegar. Also, I recommend that you put them on some cookie sheets, some baking sheets, just so that you're not getting it all over.
They can overflow. Yeah. Ooh, baby.
So
And then
take a look at this where it overflowed.
yeah, check that out. Amazing. Wow, that's pretty wafty too.
It is. It's really wafty. All right, we've got some that we need to strain, so let's look at that.
All right, let's go strain. Oh, that's yummy looking stuff.
Really nice vinegar at this point. Just very
Potent.
potent.
Potent. Smells like a vinegar cannery. Okay, let's let that settle for a second, a couple of minutes, and then see what it looks like. Okay, so this has been sitting for about an hour And keep a light behind that. Oh, now there you have it. There's some handy chunks up there. I wouldn't suggest that you eat them, but they might be edible. It just might get you a little woozy.
Chickens love them.
And there's some really thick stuff in the bottom. Now we used to use this filter. This is an oil filter for a turkey oil cooker. And don't try coffee filters. It will not go through coffee filters. And in fact, there's so much sludge in here that it plugs this up right away. So we had to move to a different process. And that is, we went over to the bee house and we got the honey sieve. And it's a 2-part sieve. It's got a real thick, coarse screen at the top. And it's got an ultra fine screen down inside, and this is what we use for just straining the stuff out of the honey. So we started using this strainer, and it works really good.
It's still a process. I won't kid you.
It's much faster. All right, so here we go. This is how we strain it out so that it's usable. And you can see the liquid vinegar coming out down below, and this will just strain, and just in a few minutes this top one is going to dry right out, and then it'll move through onto the bottom one. I don't know if you can lift that one up. You can see that it's still catching some stuff down there, but it will sort out, and stirring it even helps it more. Stirring it gets more of the vinegar to. Wow, that's powerful. I'm about to choke right here.
And I live with it every day.
So stirring it, you can see that it just about went dry, and this has almost gone dry itself, just sitting here. So we just let this sit. When we're doing a lot of it, when we're doing the whole 3 gallons at once, then we kind of stir it and push it through and help it a little bit more. All right, let's move to taking this. We'll put it in a little decanter thing, and then that has a spout that we can put it in the vinegar bottles. Okay, this is the beautiful apple cider vinegar ready to go. I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way for spills, because it is vinegar. It can bleach. And now she's going to put her decanter down and fill it up again with this.
If we only had smell-o-vision.
Boy, if you could smell this. Yeah, baby. And are you good enough to pour it from that pan, the rest of it?
Probably.
Because I would, my shaky hand, I would dump it. All right, here we go. Here we go. Can you do it? Oh, look at that. She can do it. My word, that's good. Talent.
Cooking and catering, that's what that is.
Talent. Okay, so now we've got it in the lemonade dispenser.
It's just the easiest for me.
And then we're gonna put it into, we save all of our vinegar jugs and our Clorox jugs for doing this. And then she just fills the jug up. Then we'll put the lid on.
And I've already written on it.
And put it into storage. Now, you can use other containers other than this, but you really should use glass, plastic, or even wood if you've got some little wood containers.
Crockery.
Crockery, yeah. You can put it in mason jars. However, the metal lid is probably going to be a no-no because it will be powerful enough to bite through this and compromise the lid. So you can go to Walmart and get these special lids, they're plastic, that fit on your mason jars. And they come in all kinds of rainbow colors for you. Yeah, if that means anything for you. So then you can store your apple cider vinegar in smaller containers without having issues. Now you got that over there? Okay, good, look at that. So we'll just continue on this and fill these gallon jugs up, and then we put them into storage and use them as we need them. So that's how we turn apples into apple cider vinegar. Turn them into apple juice, turn them into hard cider, and the hard cider turns itself into apple cider vinegar. One note, and just to make sure that I didn't mislead you early on, you need 1 cup of sugar per gallon. 1 cup of sugar per gallon of apple juice to make it turn. It'll turn eventually, but if you put enough sugar in it, it'll turn fast. All right, so now let's go over to the other kitchen and show you how we deal with the apple pulp and how we turn that into apple chicken crisp for the chickens feed supplement. All right, let's go. Hey, Brad Wardle, call sign Captain Wingnut. Here we are packing the apple pulp from making apple cider, apple juice that will turn into apple cider, into the freeze dryer pans so that we can freeze dry it and have winter
Apple treat.
apple treat for the chickens instead of having to buy apples through the winter. So hot dog, that's using everything. Hey, subscribe, have a good time. I got a lot of stuff coming, folks. Appreciate you watching this far. So now we're going to pack this almost dried apple pulp onto freeze dryer trays so that we can get all of the moisture out and keep it in a real natural form without any heat or issues, and turn it into a chicken supplement that will help their health. And into the freeze dryer it goes. It probably ran for 24 hours, and now it's going to come out, and it's dry as just like a big cookie. And we'll go break it up and put it in a big bucket that we can seal up. So here she comes with it. We're going to put it on the table and put this in a bucket. And notice these gloves that she's wearing. That's because those trays are coming out at about 40 below zero. They are really, really cold. And the gloves just protect you. Not to mention you don't like freezing to death. So these little blue gloves also protect, and you're not really touching the trays much anymore at this point. Plus, the trays start warming up immediately. So that is what we deal with the apples. We don't let anything go to waste. The apple chicken crisp, oh, that's heavy, is ready to go. Feed the chickens their supplement. We've got the apple cider vinegar ready to go. Hey folks, listen, give yourself the best gift ever, and it's free. Just click the subscribe button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell icon, and make sure that you're notified every time I release a video. And we got a lot more coming, folks. A lot of really, really tempting stuff. All right, Captain Wingnut from Cougar Ridge Ranch signing off. Thanks for watching.